Yes.
I'm not just going to destroy him. I'm going to teach him pain and suffering.
That's good. That's good. Give me 1 second. Yes. Please clear my schedule. I am gonna for the next few weeks. I'm gonna have it's gonna be strictly revenge. Okay, thank you. Okay, listen, Mike. We need to finish this podcast because afterwards I'm gonna go on a 3-week hiatus. It's gonna be on strictly revenge. I love Ian Thomas Griffith. God bless this man. God, man. And God bless our new friend, Mr. Sean Kanan, a.k.a. the bad boy of karate, Matt effing Barnes. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our part 3 of our Karate Kid franchise review. In honor of Karate Kid Legacy or Legends or whatever the heck we're calling. And as you can see, my co-host is drinking the bad boy himself, Sean Cannon, aka Matt Barnes' signature hot sauce, which you should totally get on his website. But in honor of Karate Kid Legacy or Legends, it's Legacy, right?
Legends,
okay.
I know. It's because of Power Rangers, isn't it? Because in Gokaiger you have the Legacy War. In what's it called? In Megaforce you have the Legendary War. So you have the words Legacy and Legendary confused. So I totally get it.
I was thinking of Mortal Kombat Legacy. I'm not gonna lie.
Is there Mortal Kombat Legends?
No, just Legacy. Well, there's Legend, the cartoons.
Yeah, right.
Which we have not. We need to review the other cartoons. We only review Scorpion's Revenge.
Yeah. No, like honestly, Defenders of the Realm wasn't as bad as anyone really says it is. It's a fun show. And you had freaking Clancy Brown as Raiden. That's amazing casting right there.
We're not talking about Defenders of Earthrealm. We're not going to talk about that. That's for another day. But again, we're here to review Karate Kid. Karate Kid Part 3, Electric Boogaloo. I am Leo, aka Leo Silver. And with me is Mr. Mike Kreese. I got you.
Hey, hold on. Nope. He always does that face, like,
yeah, he's just mean mugging. He's mean mugging the whole time, and I love it. I love it. Anyways, guys, we're back. We're reviewing Karate Kid 3. Housekeeping before we get into it. If you are new to the Buttery Show, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the Buttery Show channel. Next week, just a couple of announcements. Next week is the final episode of Gundam G-Quax. Apparently, it's only 12 episodes. So, just like 8th MS Team, just like Stardust, actually, Stardust Memory was 13. But just like 8th MS Team, it is over after episode 12. So get ready. I am literally about to just start uploading episodes 9, 10, 11 this week. Also, I bought a new microphone because apparently I lost my microphone to my phone. So yeah, episode 9 will be out later. Will be out tomorrow. So tomorrow, and as well as episode 10. But yeah, and then what else? What other announcements?
We got a ton of interviews
we got a boatload of interviews.
We got 32 interviews left across 3 conventions.
So be on the lookout. We're gonna be uploading like a mother over the next few weeks on this channel and on our sister channel, the Morphin Network. You should totally subscribe. We're almost at 3K. And we're trying to get to 500 subs here before the summer is over. So it'll be just, tell your parents, families, Anyways, but other than that, let's get started on one of the greatest
third installments
of all time. And I say this loosely because honestly, the movie isn't all that good, but it is so much fun. And I am talking about Karate Kid Part 3, which is a 1989 American martial arts drama, the third entry in the Karate Kid franchise and the sequel to Karate Kid Part 2, stars Ralph Macchio, Pat Morita, Robin Lively, and Thomas Ian Griffith in his film debut, as was the case with the first two movies in the series, directed by John G. Alvidson. I got his name right. Written by
and I got a few words to say about Alvidson.
Oh yeah,
but we'll get to that later.
Yeah. In the film, the returning John Kreese, with the help of his former army friend Terry Silva, attempts to gain revenge on Daniel and Mr. Miyagi, which involves recruiting of ruthless martial artists and harming their relationship. It's low key. It kind of sounds like Batman and Robin to a certain extent.
I'll say this. This trilogy, back when it actually was just a trilogy, is kind of like the Dark Knight trilogy, where the second one is the least involved in the overall story, but is somehow the best one of the three.
Yeah. You're right on that one. You're actually right on that one. But I will also say, like I said it before, it's not as good as the second one, but it's so much fun. Like I had a blast watching this movie before we got to before the review. In case y'all want to know, I watched the movies at least a day or two before reviews. I needed to watch it so I can be fresh when we talk about it.
Is this your first time watching Karate Kid 3?
No, it's not. Not. I have watched this movie several times before, and I loved every minute of it. But as an adult now watching it, it's a fun movie. It's a fun, campy installment into the Karate Kid franchise, and I ain't even mad. About it, you know. But let's talk about some of the characters. So we've already talked about Ralph Macchio. We'll talk about a little bit right now, because Ralph Macchio, let's see, he was 21, 22 when he did this movie.
He was he was in
the first one. Okay, this movie. So this movie, Ralph Macchio was in his mid-20s, and if you think that's crazy, wait until we talk about our boy right here, Mr. Thomas Ian Griffith. Fun fact.
He's younger.
He is younger than Ralph Macchio
by a few months.
But
that's crazy because Daniel looks 19 in the movie, but Silva, he looks like he's in his early 30s. Like he legit could have been in the Vietnam War.
Look, I'm gonna say this: get the alkaline in your life, people. That's all I will say. But no, Thomas Ian Griffith. We've talked about Ralph Macchio before. In case y'all don't know, look, all the Karate Kid movies, Cobra Kai. He was actually one of the executive producers of Cobra Kai, if I remember correctly. Karate Kid Legends, and My Cousin Vinny, The Outsiders. How I Met Your Mother. This man has done it all. He stepped down, did some more writing and stuff like that, and that's cool. We love Ralph Macchio. We've already been there, done that. Pat Morita, rest in peace. We've already talked about him. All the Karate Kid movies except the latest ones, Kung Fu Kid, and then this movie and Cobra Kai. He was also a comedian. We love check his comedy stand-up comedy out on YouTube. And he was also in the first episode of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and several other movies and TV shows that you watched in the 80s and the 90s. Okay. We talked about John Kreese. John Kreese returns in this movie.
Yep.
Yeah. And then,
finance first, finance hard, show mercy. Koala Kai never dies.
Koala Kai never dies. And then we got our boy, Mr. Sean Kanan, which, funny enough, I kid you not, Mike, it is probably on my end because I'm using a different browser. When you look up Sean Kanan on Google, your interview comes up.
Yo, that's crazy. Hold Hold on. I gotta Google this right now. Hold on.
Okay, I use Brave, and it was the first one to come up. Like,
Hold on.
but while you're doing that, we're just talking about our boy Sean Kanan, aka Matt Barnes, the karate bad boy. This man, we've interviewed him, and it's up on our channel. This man has done so much stuff. This man was in Rich Girl,
Daytime dramas galore.
Daytime dramas galore. He was recently in a movie Fortress with Bruce Willis. He actually talked about it. He was in Survive the Game, Beyond the Law, Verotica, Limelight, and then on TV, as always, prime time. This man has made bank. He was in the Perry Mason TV movie, both of them actually. He was in General Hospital, Young and the Restless, Bold and the Beautiful, and two of those shows he starred with. One with our childhood crush, Sarah Joy Brown, who plays his sister in a show that he made called Studio City. All 14 episodes are available on Tubi TV. I actually watched the entirety of that show before interviewing Sarah herself during Robotoy Fest. So yes, we've interviewed both Sean and Sarah for 2 different YouTube channels. Obviously Sean's interview is up there. There you go. Sean Kanan. And yes, he did come back for Cobra Kai seasons 5 and the first trimester of season 6. Yep. And yes, he wrote a book called Way of the Cobra. There's 3 of them. There's one that's mostly autobiographical, but it was mainly a self-help book. The Kumite, which is more in-depth with the defeating your greatest opponent, who is yourself. And the third one is Cobra Couples, which is basically focusing on relationship, with whom he collaborated with his wife Michelle Kanan. And yes, he has his own line of hot sauce called, which this man drank.
Badboy hot sauce. Comes in 3 varieties. This one in particular is called Cobra Venom, which contains Carolina Reapers. And yes, I drank half a bottle of it live during the interview that we did.
He didn't make a face either, people. And then here, this is actually a picture from Cobra Kai. You have the bad boy, you have Daniel-san, and you have Chosen. That's Chosen. That's Yuji Akimoto right there. They're both in one scene together. Matter of fact,
with William Zabka.
Yes. In fact, this picture, which it was from a scene that I put on the interview for your interview for Sean Kanan when he talked about Cobra Kai. This was right after Chosen jumped this fool at his store, and then Matt Barnes whooped his ass.
Yeah.
Anyways,
but for real though, like I love seeing freaking Johnny, Chosen, and Mike Barnes, all 3 rivals, actually team up to defeat Terry.
Oh, dude, when you told me that, 'cause again, I haven't watched Cobra Kai yet, but when you told me that all of the Cobra Kai rivals to Daniel team up to beat Terry Silver, I'm like, this is cinema. This is absolute cinema. Okay? This is cinema.
Yeah, it's like, just to give you some perspective. Imagine if what's it called? If Green Goblin, Dr. Octavius, and Sandman teamed up to fight Venom.
Oh man. Anyways, all right, and then we gotta talk real quick. Let's talk about our boy Terry Silver. So Terry Silver here, Thomas Ian Griffith, once again, is about a few months younger than freaking Ralph Macchio. This man has been in so many TV shows. Another World, Miami Vice, Wise Guy,
Triple X.
Wait, he was in Triple X?
He was in Triple X.
The movie. Oh, he was! And he was in Time Cop 2. We forgot about that. Time Cop 2.
Mm-hmm.
Dolly Parton's Christmas on the Square. And he's in one of my favorite CW shows. And I say I don't want to be anywhere other than what I've been trying to be lately. All I ask of you is think of me and my peace of mind. I'm done.
See, the only thing I know about One Tree Hill is that I only saw the pilot episode, and all I remember about it is the one character was playing basketball, and then he lost his head.
Look, One Tree Hill. My girl got me into watching that show. I'm still on season 1 because around time we're starting to finish.
See, the show you should be watching is Everwood.
No, the show I should be watching is a show that Mr. Griffith has been the writer, the story editor, the co-producer.
Grim!
Hey, this is why Terry Silver is a goddamn hero. Speaking of which, he was also in he came back to voice himself for Cobra Kai 2 Dojo's Rising in the video game. I have not played it. Hopefully it's okay. But he's also in publication. He's done The Asylum. He was a co-creator and story contributor for Asylum. And he did recipes from the Stark's cookbook. He was a recipe contributor for that one too. So Thomas Ian Griffith, we love you, bro. You're my favorite character. Terry Silver is my favorite character in all Karate Kid.
What's funny about Grimm is that there was an episode where Shang Tsung was the bad guy.
You mean the actor from the OG Mortal Kombat movie?
Yes.
Why am I not
surprised? The grandpa from Johnny Capahala.
You know what's even funnier? There's an episode where the actor who voiced Psycho Black in Power Rangers in Space, Michael Mays.
Yes, he was in Grimm. Yes, yep. I did the interview, bro.
I know that. I'm reminding the audience about this, but I really quickly, but because I want to get into the review because we on the time crunch. I want to talk about the director because we have yet to talk about this man, Mr. John Gilbert Alvinson. May he rest in peace. This man. Remember when we talked about how Karate Kid is essentially the kid version of Rocky? That's also because this man was the director of Rocky, the original Rocky movie. He was the director of. He also has done movies such as.
Okay, I'm done.
He's also, aside from the Karate Kid movies, he also worked on the movies like Neighbors, Traveling Hopefully, A Night in Heaven, Lean on Me. Yes, Lean on Me with our boy Morgan Freeman. Mm-hmm. And he came back to do Rocky 5, which obviously we know it's not that good of a movie, but it's still fun to watch. The Power of One, 8 Seconds. And his final movie was Inferno, with Jean-Claude Van Damme, Danny Trejo, Pat Morita, Gabrielle Fitzpatrick, and David Shark Frolic. We have to review that movie at some point. You telling me that Jean-Claude Van Damme, Pat Morita, and Danny Trejo are in one movie. We have to review that movie at some point. But unfortunately, Mr. Alvinson passed away back in 2018. Rest in peace. But he has had a lifelong legacy of making some very good movies, very fun movies, and obviously Karate Kid's a very fun movie. I will tell you straight up, when I saw this movie, I watched this movie with the help of the Angry Video Game Nerd. Watched this movie back in 2007, 2008, give or take. This was right after I watched the Angry Video Game Nerd's top 10 best villains, and if I remember correctly, Terry Silver was number 2, Biff Tannen was number 1. And man, oh man, that really got me into wanting to watch Karate Kid again. Unfortunately, I watched this movie, and unfortunately, I watched Karate Kid 4, the next Karate Kid, right after. So, but that's how I watched the movie. I was in middle school when I first watched this movie, so that's just me. When did you see this movie?
Well, as I mentioned in our Karate Kid 2 discussion, I don't remember the exact circumstance in which I watched Karate Kid 2. It was either Comcast Movies on Demand, or it was one of those free weekends of HBO, Cinemax, Stars, Epix, Showtime, etc. Can't remember which one of those two it was, but whatever it was, I've watched Karate Kid 2 and 3 back to back in that particular regard. I watched Karate Kid 1 well beforehand, obviously, thanks to G-Force
movies that don't suck.
Yeah, but when it comes to 2 and 3, I had to watch both of them a little bit later. Yeah. Funny enough, it was a similar circumstance to how I watched Back to Future 2 and 3 for the first time, because both of those movies I watched back to back.
My bad for that one.
Same with Naked Gun, actually.
Oh, speaking of Naked Gun, we gonna go see the new one, right?
Unfortunately, yes.
Hey, I have high hopes for this movie. Okay. Hey.
Look, I get it. They made that one joke about OJ, but
if it don't fit, he must have quit. If it don't fit, he must have quit.
Yeah, but if I don't laugh, I have to kick the gaff.
Let's get started with this movie. All right. The movie recaps Karate Kid 1 and the first 5 minutes of Karate Kid 2. Okay. Mm-hmm. We find out that John Kreese literally has been out of his luck. This movie takes
basically he got the Bandit Keith treatment.
Exactly. This movie also takes place 4 months after Karate Kid 2. I will talk about that in a second, because the continuity and the timeline of this movie pisses me off. So John, he's lost his dojo because he couldn't pay the rent. All his students are gone, including William Zabka, mm-hmm. and Lamar
and Bobby Brown,
and Lamar from Reg of the Nerds. Everyone's gone. Okay, so he decides I am going to go to my homie's house, and that is our boy Terry effing Silver, baby. Terry Silver's practicing. He's like, Johnny, what's up?
Yeah, a lot of the first scenes you see him, and he's literally in a bath towel.
Yeah, and he's like, "Yo, what's up, baby?" And he's like, "Listen, man, I lost the dojo." And he's like, "Hey, listen, dog, look." Oh, and apparently Terry Silver is in waste management because he's throwing away nuclear
plutonium waste. Yeah,
plutonium waste. They don't really specify this too much, so we like the thing with Robin Lively's character, we're just gonna brush it off. So Terry's like, yo, listen, Bubby, listen, it's okay, dog. It happens. Crap happens. Okay, we rebuild. It's all good. Listen. Go to Tahiti. Okay, get a nice massage. Get both your hands worked on because I know you broke them. Don't worry. Everything's gonna be paid for. Come back. Don't worry about this kid and this Asian guy. I'm not gonna actually say what he called Mr. Miyagi because it's actually a racial slur. That
3-letter one.
No, the 4-letter one.
Oh
no, 5-letter word. 5-letter word. I'm not gonna say it.
Oh, the one that sounds like an onomatopoeia.
Yeah, that one.
Damn.
But he's like, yo, listen, dude, look, go to Tahiti, go to Mexico. I'll let you know when to come back. Get your feet wet, meet some girls, do what you gotta do, what men do. I got you. Don't worry. And he's like, all right, well, about that, like, look. I got them. Don't worry. Okay, I'm gonna make them suffer. I'm gonna make them suffer some more and suffer some more. And when they think they're done, then I'm gonna give them the pain. And he's like, make his knuckles bleed. He's like, oh yeah,
I like that. I'm gonna keep that.
Terry Silver is literally and Terry Silver is such a conglomerate when it comes to his work. He has secretaries. He has people writing his stuff down, making schedules. Hey, listen, I need you to, like, yes, talk to them, and afterwards, I do not like put my phone calls on forward. I am out for revenge for the next 3 weeks. And he's like, oh, give me that car. It looks humble. Give me that. Give me those clothes. Doesn't make me look poor. It makes me, I'm a humble man. Okay, good. Let's read this. Matt Barnes, the karate badass. Bring him here. So, yes. Our boy, and then he talks to our boy Matt while in the jacuzzi. He's like, listen, and he's like, look, this is an honor, Mr. Silver. And look, I know you said if I win, I get 25% of the dojo money. But look, I really want you to know that I'm a badass. 50%. And he's like, I can only do 35. He's like, okay, that's hey, well, hold up. You fight just as hard as you negotiate. You got your 50, baby. Hey, he's like, oh, hell yeah, let's do it. Like, hey, yo, snake it. There's a guy.
Okay. This is where I have to step in for a second.
Go ahead.
Okay,
go ahead.
so these two. So let's look at this whole squad right here. Okay, so we got Mike Barnes, very scary looking dude. He straight up looks like a snake, like right there. Like he looks like a cobra who's about to pounce on you and whatnot. Let's talk about the two guys behind him. The guy in the very back, you're not going to notice him very much. He has no lines of dialogue whatsoever. And yet, ironically, between these two, he's the one that comes back for Cobra Kai. I won't say how.
Dennis comes back?
Dennis comes back.
Ain't no way.
But let me tell you something about the other guy. Snakes, the one that doesn't come back.
Yeah.
Throughout the movie, he has a lot of scenes. And he has a lot of lines. And you're thinking, why does this guy have so many scenes? Why does he get so much screen time? I can't stand this guy. Here's the thing. The actor is the director's son.
That is nepotism for your eggs.
Yeah. Wait, and let me tell you this. Originally, this character wasn't even in the original script. See, what happened was, and hear this out, originally, he auditioned to play Mike Barnes.
I keep saying Matt Barnes. I mean Mike Barnes. My bad.
Yeah. Now, check this out. So he auditioned to play Mike. Naturally, he lost. He wasn't even the second choice because the second choice was Sean Kanan. The first choice, I think he got arrested or something. Can't remember. But Sean Kanan was the runner-up. But he got the role, thankfully, at the end. Now, so what did this guy do when he did not get the part? His daddy wrote in a new character for him to play.
Man!
Oh, hell no!
No.
My daddy wrote me in.
Very clever. Now, who has my father? Uh-oh. Someone had some daddy issues. Nothing could be my father from the truth. Who? You said my father. No, I didn't. How? Did not. Shabba! For me, this is a dad issue. Dad issue! Dad! Dad be dad! Oh. Daddy didn't love me!
Nepo babies exist, people. Okay, but not all of them are bad. Matter of fact, there really aren't any bad Nepo babies in Hollywood. Maya Hawke is awesome. Jack Quaid is awesome. Wyatt Russell's dope.
That's it. The ones that were truly successful Nepo babies weren't really Nepo babies because a lot of them changed their names when they got started so that they wouldn't be associated with their parents, so that they got successful through their own merit.
Yeah.
Even the writer of Gojuger was the daughter of Toshiki Inui, and she changed her name so that people won't put it together that she was his daughter.
I got
so
one
that
better. I got one better. Ice Cube's son doesn't go by Ice Cube or anything like that. Like he's going by his government name because no one calls Ice Cube by his government name. And this man has one of the best wrestling podcasts out there. And he was in some really dope movies throughout the 2010s to 2020s. This man was in Godzilla King of the Monsters and survived. He was in a movie called Cocaine Bear, dog. Cocaine Bear. And it was awesome.
Cocaine Bear was basically an R-rated version of the Goonies. No, I can break it down. I can break it down to you.
Don't have
all
to.
the parallels between Cocaine Bear and the Goonies. I won't do it right now, but I have to say, at least Elizabeth Banks is 1 for 3.
Hey, look, Goonies never die. Speaking of which, we know that the new Goonies.
You know what else? Cobra Kai never dies.
Cobra Kai forever, baby. Cobra Kai forever. Anyways, so after Terry signs Mike up, now that's step 1 for the revenge tour. Now let's take a detour. Let's get to Miyagi and Daniel. So Miyagi and Daniel come back from Japan. So apparently, this movie takes place 4 months after the events of the first Karate Kid movie. Like after the Karate Kid 2. Like 3-4 months. They spent the entire summer in Japan rebuilding Tomi Village. And apparently Kumiko and Daniel break up because she got a really good dance contract or whatever. And so now he is girlfriendless once again. First Elizabeth Shue, then Tomi,
but at least with Kumiko, at least like his breakup was more mutual. It was like, it's like, baby, I get it. Like, we can't do long distance. I totally understand. Like, but like Elizabeth Shue, like she straight up did him dirty.
I ain't gonna lie. Just real talk. Allie was a fast ass girl. If you were telling me she got with some dude who's probably a couple of years older than her and is technically an adult and is a football player, if you don't sit your no, because I literally just finished watching Char's Counterattack this weekend, and Quest is the worst character ever. And if I continue to talk about her, I am going to lose it. So you know what?
Let's talk about someone else. Nina Purpleton.
No. Quest is worse. And look, let me tell you something. All right, off tangent. We're going on a tangent then. Jesus Christ. Nina knew what she was doing, knew what she wanted. I can understand. Listen, as much as she freaking like threw Ko on a loop and like just threw him to the wolves and just play and was teasing him the entire time.
And dropped a colony on his heart.
She still liked him. She didn't want. Now, granted, she hopped up. She was a homie hopper. That's the best PG. That's the PG way to saying that. But she at least got to get back. She got with him at the end of Stardust Memories. Quest.
In a way that Amber got back with Mark.
Stop it. Don't you compare Nina to Amber. Don't you dare. Don't you freaking dare. Okay? Well, you will start a fight. Quest, there was no redeeming factor of her. Quest played Hathaway like a damn fiddle, played Cube like a damn fiddle. What's his name? Kyojin. I can't remember that fool's name. Kyube, like a damn fiddle, and then try to play Char. And she was like, "I'm in love with you, Char." He's 33. You're 14. Sit your fast ass down. I'm gonna go. And you know what? Her death in Char's counterattack, very disappointing. Very disappointing. I needed her to go out harder than what she did. I'm done. Let's talk about Karate Kid. So,
instead of going to college, Mr. Pinocchio, like he uses his life savings to get Mr. Miyagi like a janky ass rundown building. probably the same building that Johnny got burned down in The Outsiders.
Why you gotta do that to Johnny? Why'd you have to do that to Johnny just now, dog? Really? You couldn't stay golden for like 2 seconds? Anyways, so hey, buddy, tell your uncle that he's tripping.
I ain't tripping.
So back to what we're saying. So yeah, so Daniel now is living with Miyagi because they honestly just wrote his mama off. His mama's back in Jersey taking care of his uncle.
And his apartment building got gentrified.
Yep. And I know, you know what's funny? I know where that apartment building's at too.
We both do. Do you think you and I haven't been cruising down Encino with Ario Speedwagon in the background?
So Daniel, as you said, helps buy a shop for Miyagi. It's run down, but hey, you know what? Miyagi's been through worse. He fought in World War II. So they're starting to build it. He starts to not fall in love. I'm sorry. He befriends this girl, Robin Lively's character, Jessica. And Robin Lively, I'll talk to her about her real quick. She was in Teen Witch.
Teen Witch. That's how I first experienced her.
See, I first experienced her from freaking Twin Peaks, but she was also in Doogie Howser, MD, Twin Peaks, Savannah, Saving Grace,
Johnny Capahala.
She was in Johnny Capahala. She was in the horror movie Ouija. Totally, it's a fun movie to watch, honestly. And then she was in an episode of Knight Rider. She was in Punky Brewster. She was in Starman.
By the way, just take a moment to appreciate something about Johnny Capahala. You got Sam from Karate Kid 3 being the stepmom of Chosen.
She was also in Nip Tuck, very underrated show. In CSI New York, Criminal Minds, 30 Rock, The Mentalist, Psych, Who is Simon Miller, the remake to Hawaii 5-0. She's right now. She is still working. She's still acting. She came back for Cobra Kai for one episode, and she's currently in the 911 Lone Star spinoff show, which is the spinoff to 911. It takes place in Texas. So she's had a great career. Can't complain. So anyways, so Jessica befriends Daniel. She has a boyfriend. She makes that abundantly clear to him, which behind the scenes, Ralph Macchio said the next female that they put in the movie, he does not want to be the love interest. He just wants a platonic relationship with
because of the real life age difference, by the way.
Yes. Ralph Macchio was born in 1961. Robin Lively was born in 1972. She wasn't even 18 when she did this movie. So they definitely knew they were not going to pull a Pirates of the Caribbean. What do I mean by that? Freaking Keira Knightley was 17 when she going on 18 when she played in Pirates of the Caribbean Curse of the Black Pearl. She was not going to do that. Anyways, so they become friends. She shows him, he shows her the shop, and then that's when we run into Snake Dennis and the bad boy himself, Mike effing Barnes. Mike is like, yo, you're going to sign this contract because apparently there's a new rule to the All Valley Karate Tournament is that the champion does not have to compete until the final round. Miyagi does not want Daniel to fight. So Daniel was like, all right, you know what? Cool. I ain't going to fight. Until he meets Mike effing Barnes. Mike Barnes. Mike whoops Daniel's butt and super kicks Jessica in the chest. And then Miyagi comes in, saves the day, and some weird jump cut edit. By the way, real quick, I talked about this. I'm going to talk about it again. That this movie takes place 4 months after the event, 3-4 months after the events of Karate Kid Part 2. Ralph Macchio is now in his mid-20s, and this fool, clearly, his voice dropped hard because he is still trying to keep that high pitch, wisecracking New Jersey accent. And now he sounds more like a mob boss. He sounds like Christopher Moltisanti from the Sopranos, always cracking these wisecracking jokes. You know the Batman's freaking mean machine. This Robin Pattinson guy, he's gonna be the top star for the new Batman. Man, Tone, we gotta get on that. We gotta get on that. He sounds like Christopher Moltisanti all of a sudden. And then next thing you know, he's trying to get this bonsai tree that's worth 10 G's. And he gets it. He gets salt water on it by accident because he was trying to save this girl, this Jessica girl. And then next thing you know, this a-hole Mike effing Barnes. That's gonna be a recurring joke. It's like, hey, listen, you want me to get to let these because they were hiking down. You want these ropes back? You need to sign this contract so I can whoop you. So, in this terrible, and I do mean terrible green screen. I'm not even gonna lie. Some of the stuff in here, you can tell that this movie had a budget of $12 million and only made $38 million worldwide. Now, even though it made its money back, it did not do as well as the first two movies. So he signs a contract. Barnes and Snake let them up, but he's like, hold on, I want the contract. He gives him the contract. And then Snake, being an a-hole, I want that tree. For what?
Oh, hell no!
So for what? He takes the tree. And also he's talking really dirty about like what he wanted to do with Jessica. No, stop that.
Oh, hell no!
So Mike Barnes, being the voice of reason to an extent, it's like, give me the tree, stop that. And it snaps the Kove in half. Gets it to Daniel's son gets it to Miyagi. It's like, I could try to save it. It's not your fault. I forgive you. Don't worry about it.
Strong roots, tree grow back.
Yes. And then Daniel also tells him, yo, I signed, because Daniel also tells him, I signed up for the tournament. And I need you to train me. And he's like, I can't. I won't. And he's like, why not? It's like, because you look. Focus on college. That's essentially what Miyagi is saying the entire time. Don't try to use this to showboat and make yourself a star. Go to college. That's the message that Miyagi's been giving Daniel the entire time. So he decides to train on his own. And Terry Silver comes around. By the way, Terry Silver also introduced himself to Daniel and Miyagi as saying, hey, look, John Kreese died. I tried. Look, I'm from Korea.
I was in Vietnam. I'm a big fan of the 442nd. Those guys were the GOAT. Wait, you were the 442nd? Oh, man, you guys are the real OGs. I'm a huge fan. Can I get your autograph? Yo, can we take a selfie? Even though it's 1989, like I swear, man, you are the GOAT. Like Terry's reaction to Miyagi being on the 442nd is like,
So he's like, hey, listen, if you guys ever need anything, you let me know. Obviously, Terry Silver is plotting. So, Matt,
it's all part of their.
We are a secret club because of our agenda. It is a dark agenda. It is an agenda some other clubs may not agree with.
Yes, the secret Cobra Club.
I can't stand you. So Mike Barnes pulls up at Miyagi's house and is like, yo, you call the cops on me? Like, well, yes, you a-hole, you ripped. And they get into a little scuffle. And Mike actually beats up on Daniel until Terry effing Silver comes. And I gotta say, I don't know. I've been trying to figure out what Terry Silver looks like. He has the slick back hair of Tommy Oliver, rest in peace to JDF, has the a-hole smile of Val Kilmer, and that face that's so punchable. I don't know if it's either it's Michael Bihn's character from Tombstone, or
I'll make it simple. It's Dorian from The Mask.
Yes,
played by Peter Kreese.
Yes! Thank you. That's what I was thinking of. Thank you. It's like a mix of Tommy Oliver, Dorian Tyrell from The Mask, and Val Kilmer from Top Gun rolled up into one.
It makes me lose my patience, and it makes me drop my game.
So he defends Daniel, gets Mike out of there, and is like plotting. He wants Daniel to come to him so he can train and stuff. And so
we are a secret club because of our agenda.
God dang it. So throughout, and again, we're throughout the rest of the movie, it's honestly just Daniel trying to get prepared for the tournament under Terry Silver's guidance.
Yeah, he even wears a Cobra Kai gi.
Yeah.
You don't notice it right away because it's a very zoomed out shot. But when he wears that white gi, that's not a bonsai tree on his back. It's a cobra.
So, and he's teaching him how to fight, but with pain.
Mm-hmm. It's a Quicksilver method. Just so you know, Quicksilver is another word for mercury, which is a very poisonous metal. Ironically, that is how the first emperor of China died.
So Daniel hurts his foot, hurts his hand, hurts his elbow.
An opponent who can't stand can't fight. An opponent who can't see can't fight.
An opponent who can't breathe can't fight. That's the Quicksilver method, baby. So, and
I'm surprised he's having a hard time breaking that wooden block with his foot, when in the previous movie he destroyed 6 ice blocks with one hand.
Thank you. They nerfed Daniel for this movie. It's like every movie after the first movie is like Karate Kid 2, they nerfed him. And in this movie, they super nerfed him. You mean to tell me all that training you did in Japan didn't pay off? I get that Mike effing Barnes is the badass of karate, but you literally had a death match in the previous movie, and you won, and you spared the guy's life. Daniel, what the hell happened between the events of 2 and 3? No. I got a better one. Daniel, the entire the first half of this movie.
Let's be honest. He was being very
mid. You took the words right out of my mouth. That's why you're my best friend. So
we're bros, man.
We're bros. We're bros. We're bros. Hey, don't worry about the revenge. I got you, baby. Real quick. So Terry Silver calls John Kreese while in Tahiti, and he's like, make his knuckles bleed. I love it. And listen, and tell Juanita to make sure she gets it. He's like, how do you know about Juanita? Listen, man. Listen, Johnny, baby, we finna be Eskimo bros, baby. Don't worry about it. She's okay. Literally, I was thinking these fools about to become Eskimo bros by the time John Kreese comes back. So what do you call it? Daniel takes Jessica to this nightclub thingy. I don't know.
Yeah, it's for her farewell present, basically.
Terry Silver's stalking them, which is kind of weird because it don't matter. This guy comes up and is trying to hit on Jessica.
And it goes exactly how you expect it would happen in Back to the Future.
Yeah. Freaking Daniel breaks this fool's nose, and him and Terry get out of there because Jessica's pissed. And then he's like, yo, I don't know what I just did.
Daniel's got blood splattered all over his shirt.
It's like some straight out of one of my Japanese animes. So he runs to Jessica's house and is like, yo, I am sorry. I don't know what's going on. Like my whole world is falling apart. My mama got written. Listen, my mama got written out of the movie. Elizabeth Shue got written out because she went on to do bigger and better things. Freaking Tamita. Kumiko literally got written out of the movie and is now doing stunt and has been doing stunt work and doing a bunch of other things. I won't see her until 2022, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. And she's like, don't listen. Don't worry. Everything's gonna be okay. You gotta tell Miyagi. I think he'll understand. He's like, but what if he doesn't? And you're about to leave until 2023 when the final season of Cobra Kai happens.
Fifth season.
Like, the 5th season of Cobra Kai happens. She's like, you still have my number? Just send me a Christmas card. She kisses him on the cheek. Consensual kiss on the cheek. It's a kiss on the cheek. It's not that bad. It's okay. And he says thank you and leaves. Goes to Miyagi.
No, wait. She was in the 4th season. Never mind.
Fine. Goes to Miyagi. Tells him what happens. Miyagi is okay. He's like, listen, Daniel, it's okay. I'm glad you told me. Matter of fact, look at the tree you got me. I was able to save it. And so he decides, I'm probably not going to do the tournament. I'm going to go tell Terry that I'm out, right? And as he's about to tell Terry, badass Mike Barnes hit it. Comes out and it's like, no. Let me tell you something. You gonna fight this fool, one way or the other. You think if you leave, this is over, baby? Huh? Terry effing Silver. Always got a plan. And he's like,
and as Daniel tries to leave,
hit it.
Oh, hell no. 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 Oh, hell no.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah. John Kreese back from the dead, sort of. And they beat up on Daniel. Daniel leaves. Mike Barnes goes after him. We have this iconic shot of freaking Thomas Ian Griffith and
Martin Kove.
Martin Kove. I love this picture. I really do. And then Miyagi freaking seismic tosses
Mike Barnes out.
He tosses it back in and then whoops on both John Kreese and Terry Silver.
And it's like I got my hands back. Like, no, Terry. This is between me and the old man. Only to get like almost instantly creamed.
He
And
got one punched.
and then Terry's like, okay, it's my turn. Wah! He's like trying to do like I don't even know why he's doing that. He's like, wah! 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 And Miyagi's like,
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you.
We don't care.
Jerry.
and he just marks him too. And it's like Mr. Miyagi, like solos everyone in the franchise.
Yeah. And
He
so
solos everyone in the franchise. If Mr. Miyagi was still alive in Cobra Kai, there would be no Johnny Lawrence coming back. There would be no Martin Kove coming back. No Terry Silver coming back. No Dennis coming back. Nah, not that Korean lady. Nah, not those Russian martial artists who attempted to stab that one ref. No, it's Mr. Miyagi solos everyone. In
Mr.
fact,
Miyagi
that
versus the world.
anime Soul Leveling, that's literally just a name that they stole from Mr. Miyagi's resume.
So Miyagi's like, all right, I'm gonna train you now. He's like, oh, now you want to train me?
Now you want to train me? Yes.
Montage.
I know something.
We skip the fight. Because at this point, again, there's a lot of subplots I don't care about. We're gonna get to the fight. So in the fight,
Last 10 minutes of the film.
the last 10 minutes of the film, Mike Barnes and Daniel fight.
But first, Terry makes a speech. He's like, I've taken. Now it's time to give. I learned so much from karate. Honesty, integrity, commitment, dedication, discipline. And I want to give everything I learned back to you by teaming up with the greatest karate master there is, John Kreese over there, who is totally not an asshole. And we're going to open 100 Cobra Kai dojos all over the valley. And even...
What the hell is that?
and like, yeah, that was Daniel's reaction, because he's like talking to Miyagi. He's like, bro, what the hell is this? Miyagi's like, Daniel-san, this is not Fox News or CNN. We don't need to commentate on the flame war of other people. We must focus. We must focus on defeating Mike Barnes, because he is a bad boy. And so, yeah, Terry gives Mike Barnes very specific instruction. Make it go into overtime. If he scores a point, you score a point. If you score a point over this guy, make sure you lose a point with the penalty. Make it as 0-0 as possible. I want him to feel pain. And then I want him to feel even more pain. Seriously, like, John Kreese feels like freaking Starscream in this movie compared to Terry Silver. It's like, Katsuya Miyagi-Do! We will have our revenge! But yeah, no, it's one hell of a fight. Mike is beating the ever-loving crap out of Daniel. And it just has no end. It's like he kicks him in the nads, punches him in the face, does every legal move possible just to keep it as a tied score. And Daniel is like almost down for the count. But 3 minutes are up. Daniel's still technically in the fight. Tight score, sudden death. And even Mike Barnes is like, come on, loser, get up. Get up! We need to have this fight. And it's like, yeah, Mike, put him in a body bag.
How many times are they gonna tell someone to put Daniel in a body? You know what? The way this movie ends, so Daniel beats Mike Barnes by doing katas. I get what they were trying to do. He was being unorthodox.
Go back to basics.
Go back to basics. I completely understand. At this point, you know what this reminded me of? This was literally him getting ready to do a Kamehameha to win the match. This was no. Do you Mike, do you remember the Street Fighter 2V anime that came out? And it was on Encore back in the around 2005, and it was like all 25 episodes. Yeah, and they showed how Ryu would learn how to do the Hadouken, and Ken would learn how to do the Shoryuken, the Hado Shoryuken. This reminded me of Daniel doing that. Reminded me of Ryu and Ken charging up to do their moves. It took too damn long. Don't get me wrong. It only took 30 seconds, but man, did they drag those 30 seconds. Because he judo throws. No, he judo flips Mike.
Judo flip, chop. Judo flip, chop.
In the ribs. The match is over. The hero prevails, and the movie ends.
Miyagi's like,
again. And that's Karate Kid 3. I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna finish this up really quick, and then we're gonna look at the comments. I've already said this. I have problems with this movie from the timeline, the time frame, the continuity. Essentially, Daniel getting nerfed again, even worse than the previous movie. And I would just say a lot of the edits weren't really that good. And that the green screen when they are going down that hill, it is what it is. It was 1989. 1989. I'm done. But the best part of the movies, the final fight, despite how I feel about how Daniel beat Mike, was fantastic. I love the final fight in this movie more than the first movie, more than the second movie. I love the final fight between Mike and Daniel. I love the fight between Miyagi, Kreese, and Silver. And obviously, I'm going to say this, Terry Silver is the MVP of the entire movie. Thomas Ian Griffith hammed that damn thing up to the 5th degree, and I loved every single moment of it. And honestly, the chemistry between Daniel and Jessica wasn't too bad. I honestly love the chemistry more of him and Kimiko, personally. But again, I understand why we couldn't get that type of chemistry because one person was much older than the other. Overall,
and I love how in the movie they explained it, like, oh yeah, she had an ex-boyfriend, but decided to get back with him, but it won't be till the end of summer.
Yeah, I like that too. I like that they nipped down, but like, look, I got a man that I'm actually trying to make right, try to get back together and stuff. And he's like, yo, it's cool. Look, I literally just had 2 failed relationships. You good? Overall, I'm definitely gonna give this movie a 7 out of 10. It's a fun movie. It has problems, but man, do the villains make up for those problems. I love Sean Kanan. I love Thomas Ian Griffith. I love I'm gonna keep forgetting this fool's name. What's his name again? Martin Kove. I love Martin Kove. I mean, look. The face. That's all I have to say. Let me go up here. That damn face. This says it all. And this picture is your best friend went on a revenge tour for you. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is a high 7 out of 10. Very fun movie. Not as strong as the first 2 movies, but it's still a very fun movie on its own.
I would have to give it an 8 because despite it being more flawed than the other 2, it's also the most rewatchable of, honestly, all of the first 5 movies. Like, even, like it's more like we're going to get into 4 and 5, obviously. But even compared to 1 and 2, it's like Karate Kid 3 is probably the one I would most enjoy coming back to, just because it's just fun. You know, it's like the first 2 movies, they take themselves a little seriously, which they're supposed to. You know, it's a coming of age story. But like the third one, it's like intentionally silly, and I love that. Unfortunately, the fourth one will be silly unintentionally. And we're going to get into that when we get into that. I don't know why Ryan thinks that movie is better than Karate Kid 3.
I'm sorry, he said what?
Yeah, he said it right in front of the both of us at his place one time.
You know what? This is an obligatory zoom in that we have not done in a while. Ryan, if you're watching this review, I'm going to tell you something right now. You are high as a kite if you think Next Karate Kid is better than this movie or Karate Kid Part 2. Ryan Bueta, if you really think that Next Karate Kid is better than 2 and 3, you are higher than a freaking kite right now.
Now, I'm going to be honest, the singular best scene in the entire film in the next movie, I know we're jumping ahead a little bit. I'm going to say this. The singular best scene in the entire movie is actually one of the 2 silliest scenes in the entire film. Guess which one it is, because it's definitely not the one you expect it to be. But I digress. But Karate Kid 3, despite its flaws, is very rewatchable. Snakes was probably the weakest part, but Terry Silver was probably the strongest. Yes, I love the relationship with Daniel and Mr. Miyagi. It's not quite as strong as it was in the first 2 movies, but Terry just tears it up. It's like he was born to be the final boss of the franchise. And I'm glad that, notwithstanding the movie that just came out, he kind of was.
Yeah. Anyways, let's get to the comments real quick, and then we got to get out of here. Oh, Psycho Orange. So, hello, guys. Good to be back. This is going off topic, but what did you think of the new animated Transformers movie, Transformers 1? I loved it.
I haven't seen it. I wanted to, never got around to it. Came into theaters before I knew it. It left theaters before I knew it. I'm disappointed because I've wanted to see a movie about Orion Pax, and when they finally delivered, I did not answer the call of Rohan. I feel really bad about that. But you know what?
Primus is disappointed.
It's on streaming. It's on streaming, and I will watch it, and we will review it along with Age of the Beasts or whatever it was called.
Rise of the Beast.
Rise of the Beast. Yes, Rise of the Beast, who only had like a collective 15 minutes of screen time, but yes.
I have that movie on Blu-ray too.
I had to watch it with a certain person who shall remain nameless.
Say no more. Terry Silver steals every scene he's in. You're damn right he does. Secret Snake Club is appropriate for Cobra Kai. Yeah. Literally, bro. Because I know what you were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
To its credit, the Mike Barnes fight was more intense than the other two. He was really going for the slow kill. Yeah, no, you're right. Like I said, the fight between Daniel and Mike Barnes is the best fight in the whole trilogy. And I'm not talking about, because we're not touching Next Karate Kid or Kung Fu Kid until we actually review them. But no, I love this fight, and I'm glad. And from the clip that I watched where Mike Barnes fought Chozen, I'm glad he kept the fighting style he has from this movie and brought it to him when he's older. So there you go. I definitely got to start watching Cobra Kai. I'll start watching once I finish G-Quox. I'm gonna start watching Cobra Kai,
and you will make shorts for them.
I'll do is this. I'm gonna make shorts for each season. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make shorts for each season. That's the best way I'm gonna do it. Or probably like episodes 1 through 5. Then I'll figure it out.
We'll make shorts for every 5 episodes.
I can do that. Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, that way there'll be 11 episodes. That way there'll be 11 clips.
Yeah. But anyways, guys, we are done. I gotta get my kid down because I gotta go to work soon. But thank you guys so much. We will be back next Saturday. Is this coming Saturday?
We could do it on Saturday.
Okay. We will be back this Saturday or maybe Friday. I'm not sure. We're going to be back this weekend to review
the fourth one. The fourth one.
Not looking forward to it. I'm going to be very honest, but it's okay. Hilary Swank is in it. I enjoy Hilary Swank's movies, so it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you are new to The Buttery Show, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Follow us here on youtube.com/The Buttery Show. Follow us on our Facebook page, The Buttery Show. Follow us on Instagram @The Buttery Show. Thread and X coming soon. And maybe TikTok. I got matter of fact, I might work some kinks out for TikTok. TikTok will be where I put all our short reviews on as well, and probably highlights and stuff. I gotta work. Look, give me a few weeks to work the kinks out for that. If you want to get a hold of any of us, you can find me on Twitter, Instagram. Where is it? You're just like, okay, cool. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, @TheRex_Fox. You find me practicing my katas at the Black Comic Dojo on Twitter, Instagram, @TheRex_Fox, and twitch.tv/RecklessFox. Where can I find you, Mike?
And you can find me having some of this bad boy hot sauce on Instagram @Boken_Kabuto and on Twitch twitch.tv/BokenKabuto. Definitely check out all of our content, including our episode reviews of G-Quox, as well as our movie reviews of the Karate Kid franchise. And we have a ton of interviews, including our interview with Sean Kanan. Yes, and I do drink this hot sauce in that video. That's why that is our spiciest interview we've ever done. And yes, shout outs to Sean and Michelle Kanan for promoting our channel on their Instagrams. We appreciate you guys. And check out our sister channel, the Morphin Network, where we discuss all things tokusatsu, including Ultraman Z, Kamen Rider Classic, Kamen Rider Gov, and #1 Sentai Go Juger. We love you guys. We hope to see you again real soon. And until next time, Cobra Kai, never say die.
Cobra
Strike
Kai,
first,
never say
strike
die.
hard. No mercy.
Till
Goodbye.
then, bye. Ah!